Hello, my name is Jason Lowry.
Hey, I'm Mark Tody.
And this is the Parkland Podcast.
It's the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. It's the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. They got plenty to say. They got plenty of heart. On the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. It's the Parkland Podcast. Yeah, the Parkland Podcast. It's the Parkland Podcast. Yeah, the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. Jason and Mark.
What is up, everybody? Happy Saturday to you. It's tax-free Saturday.
Took advantage of it yesterday.
Yeah, what'd you buy?
2 pairs of tennis shoes.
Nice. There you go. And this is episode 111 of the Parkland Podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in this morning as we are live from Ransom's in Deloge. Great show for you today, especially if you're a fan of the Farmington School District.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate?
The FHS Cheerleaders.
That's
FHS
right.
Cheerleaders. Yay, go Knights. They'll be joining us 8:30 this morning, and then at 8:45, the new superintendent of the Farmington R7 School District, Dr. Jeri Hardy, will be our guest. Episode 111 of the Parkland Podcast is brought to you by the fine folks at Parkland Pharmacy. I got to go by there after we're done with the podcast. I got my prescription refilled, I think, Monday, and then I forgot to go back and get it all week.
That kind of defeats the purpose.
I hope
getting
it's
a prescription.
I hope it's still there. Parkland Pharmacy, sponsor of the podcast. First State Community Bank, FSCB.com. They sponsor the podcast today. Discover Farmington. DiscoverFarmingtonMo.com has all kinds of events. This is a very busy weekend for events. And the fine folks at the Subway of the Parkland. Bonne Terre, Deloge, Park Hills, Farmington.
Eat fresh.
Eat fresh. Subway, the official sandwich of the Parkland Podcast.
Picked up a turkey and ham sub. Went a little different yesterday this week. So,
man, turkey.
Hello, girls.
Turkey and the ham.
That sounds like my life story.
Yeah,
the turkey and the ham.
Turkey and the ham. Great election night coverage. Thanks to everybody that tuned in to follow our coverage of the August midterms. And we say it every time, Mark. The percentages were down a bit. I think amendments 4 and 5 probably brought out more people than expected. But
wouldn't have been really good at all if we hadn't had those amendments on.
Yeah, I think so too. But people let their voices be heard, and I wasn't upset or disappointed. Just kind of fathomed that the polls that we had on our Facebook posts. Facebook pages were so different as to what happened in real life.
Yeah, it was. It did not follow the form. It did not translate.
Now, the polls on 4 and 5 obviously did, but as far as the races went, I think we were 0 for 3. I believe the people voted for Mike Miller, Ginger Daffrin, and David Todd in those 3 contested races in our Facebook polls, and the 2 incumbents and Jason Green were all winners this past Tuesday.
Hey, a big thank you to Kevin Engler, the county clerk, and his entire staff that brought us out election returns. We appreciate it very much. They are always a joy to work with.
Oh, yeah, they do a great job there. And, there were a few minor complaints here and there. I think some people still hadn't heard about the precinct changes that were going on. This is the second election now. I just don't know how you can do a better job of getting that information out there. I mean, granted, our view of this is a little different because we're news people and people, tell us things. And, of course, we talked about it quite a bit. But I guess there were still a few people that didn't know about it. But I really honestly believe this is a better thing for the county.
I think it's fine. It's just fine. Kevin put it out there quite succinctly. It's like they don't have ADA requirements in half of those voting places. You can't vote there anymore without either spending a whole lot of money to make upgrades or risk getting sued. I totally understand. And it's okay if you have to drive 5 or 6 miles to vote. There's nothing wrong with that.
And I mean, there's people that can help you out with that too. And again, take advantage of that early voting. That's the best way to do it.
That's what I did.
You go at your own pace. I know a lot of folks really like it because they can take their time and not feel rushed like you kind of do on election day. So again, keep watching the podcast. We'll let you know when early voting starts for the November election. We're going to have a couple of contested races locally in that election. Probably the biggest, St. Francis County Presiding Commissioner. There's going to be a lot of focus on that race, and then we'll have contested races both the north and south end of the county as the state representative races will be taking place as well.
And then I believe Amendment 3, I didn't know if you mentioned that.
Amendment 3.
That's going to be big time because that's an abortion-related issue, and that always brings people out to vote.
Jeffrey Rustage, friend of the podcast, asked, can I sell a bush hog on the Parkland podcast?
Okay, everybody's got to say that. That's funny.
Good old Jeffage. We love Jeffage. Jeff Rustage, big fan. We also love Bella Herman. She does the Bella Herman Health Tip of the Week. How is Bella making us feel healthier today?
By talking about coffee. I'm sure a lot of folks are getting that first cup of coffee this morning. She says coffee gets a bad rap. Now, Bella's also a big coffee drinker. She does like her coffee. Coffee gets a bad rap. Don't be afraid of your morning coffee. Caffeine can give your brain a little boost by helping with focus, alertness, and concentration. Just remember, more isn't always better. And that was always my big problem with coffee.
Yeah.
If I wanted 1 cup, I had to have 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Keep your caffeine moderate. Watch the added sugar and avoid it late in the day so it doesn't mess with your sleep. Enjoy your coffee. Just drink it smartly. It's like everything else. It's always good in moderation. Bella, that is a great health tip. I texted her and told her that.
Yeah, it really is. How many in your premier coffee days? How many cups of coffee were you averaging a day?
Oh gosh, I would get to work at 4:30 in the morning, 4:45, and I'd make a pot of coffee and I'd drink it right up till like 10 o'clock, 10:30. Then I'd go to lunch, come back from lunch, and I'd need 2 more cups of coffee to get off of my midday blah from eating a big lunch. So I probably drink 6, 7, 8 cups of coffee a day.
Yeah, that's about where I was too. That was one of the few things that was free to the staff at KFMO B104, so I took advantage. I was not a coffee drinker before I started working there. And then it was like, okay, well, I can either buy sodas every day with my $2.50 I earn a day, or I can drink the free coffee.
Well, I drink decaffeinated stuff now because, like, if I drink caffeinated coffee, I still want another cup. Even if I drink another cup, I still want another cup. It's addicting. I drink decaf, and I can drink a cup and walk away, and I'm just fine. And I found out when I used to go to St. Louis this morning, and this you may not want to hear this, but I would make a pot of coffee in the morning before I'd go to St. Louis to visit my mom, and I would drink a cup of coffee, and then I'd put another one into a mug like this, and I probably couldn't make it from Farmington to Valley Mines without having to pull over, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I would go to St. Louis, but then sometimes I would even have to pull over by the time I got to Arnold.
Yeah.
But once I quit drinking caffeine, not a problem.
So the decaf just
doesn't make me have to
pee as
go
much.
to the bathroom.
Yeah. So you got your pee places.
I got my pee places, yes.
My pee places. Good morning, Ursula Warren. Ursula was a big fan of the Bella Herman Health Tips. She said she likes her advice. Good stuff. Alan Coleman, friend of the podcast, saying good morning. Good morning to Alan Coleman. Do we have a shopper or a future guest coming in? Hey, there we go. We got a future guest coming in. Tia Cunningham's going to join us here in a little bit on the Parkland podcast as well. Have a seat, and the soda machine's open too. Yeah.
But she didn't bring her daughter with her. She's the highlight of the show too.
What'd you do this week, Mark Tody?
Well, elections on Tuesday, and then yesterday the Farmington Chamber had their annual golf tournament.
Ooh.
Huge success.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we had a live auction, and I was the auctioneer. We auctioned off a Taylor Swift guitar.
Ooh.
We auctioned off a trip to Louisville to tour Churchill Downs.
Huh.
We auctioned off a vacation to Indiana. There's a place called like Santa Claus, Indiana, or something
Yes.
like that. Yeah,
Holiday World.
and a pair of Ray-Ban glasses.
Okay.
I auctioned all them off. It was a great success, but man, it was a long day. I got there a little before 7 o'clock and didn't get home till 5:30. I'm wore out today.
Ward out today. Did you have time to procure some trivia questions for us?
Oh my gosh, do I have trivia
okay, let's play some
questions.
trivia. Here
All
we go.
right. Here you go. Tia, get over here. You can play trivia with us.
Tia Cunningham's going to play trivia with us?
Yes.
She's shaking her head looking at us.
This is going to be easy. Pull up a
Grab
chair.
a chair.
Right there.
You have to scoot in a little bit, Mark, to get her in the shot.
This is podcasting on the fly.
On the fly. Let's see if we can get her in here. Well, it's going to be tough. I'll scoot. I'll move over this way. Yeah, move over this way some more, Mark. There we go. Hey, there. Now, look at that. That's a good shot there. We got all three of us.
Okay.
All right, and then
Okay,
you'll need
grab
that
that
microphone
microphone
right
right
there. There we go. Say hello.
Hello.
There
Tia
she is.
Cunningham, head coach of the Farmington cheer squad. Also, still Mineral Area College too, right?
Yes.
Doing both, pulling double duty.
And then we also started a little league team for Farmington this year.
Oh, really? Wow.
Well,
That's
what
awesome.
you do in your spare time, but
Yeah.
See ya, Mom.
Yeah, that covers everything. So
All
Tia
right.
Cunningham joining us to play a little trivia this morning.
yes, we do a little trivia as part of the podcast. And today's category, and it's going to be next week's category as well, are famous songs made even more famous by being in a major motion picture.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So they're in movies.
And we're gonna make it the first one easy to kind of get you into it here. Now I got to find it. Okay. Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
Okay.
What movie?
I know the answer.
Bohemian Rhapsody,
Yes.
the movie.
It was in the movie Bohemian
There is
Rhapsody.
a
It was like the big
famous
scene.
movie that I'm sure you've seen. I know JD's seen it for sure. People quote from the movie all the time.
It revitalized that song in the early 1990s.
Yes, it made it a number one hit.
Yeah. Back when JD was in high school.
I
yeah.
was going to say I was born in the early 1990s.
Wayne's World is the answer to
Wayne's
the question.
World. Wayne's
don't know
World.
if I've
Wayne's
ever
World.
watched it.
Party on. Excellent. Okay, so this may not be exactly your category. All right, well, let's do this one then.
Okay.
I'm going to mark these off. Here's one that I know you've seen this movie because it's been out
It's
in
like,
the
man,
last 5 or 10
You
years.
heard how busy she is. She might not have
Okay.
time.
Okay. You may not know the song.
Okay.
Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
What movie was that featured in?
Tia's regretting this decision.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Do you know what immigrant song is? Mm-mm. Mark, can you sing some of Immigrant Song for us?
Dun, 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 dun. that doesn't sound like it at all, but
Yeah, it's
it's
the one where it
my
goes,
favorite Led Zeppelin. Yeah.
And it's used in the Avengers movies, right?
Yeah, one of them. Which one?
One of them.
Well, it was a Marvel movie.
Marvel movie. Was it Thor?
Which Thor?
Thor 2.
Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes, you knew that, didn't you?
I've never
That's
watched it.
JD's at home going on.
Yeah. Do you have any
Probably.
questions about Bring It On? Is there anything in there
That's
about
what
that?
I should
Yeah.
have done.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, let's go. Let's just do one more then,
All right.
since I don't think you'll know this one either.
Tia.
Let's see. Eye of the Tiger by Survivor.
Ooh.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's how it goes. Exactly.
What movie was that?
It was written specifically for this movie. Very famous movie. Very famous person wrote it, starred in it. They made a statue of the dude in Philadelphia.
Rocky.
Hey, she got it. Yes. So there it is.
The only reason I probably got that is my husband's favorite TV or favorite movie.
Is Rocky? Okay, very
Yeah.
good.
Well, this one's for Jason only then. Which Rocky movie?
That was for Rocky 2. right? Or was it
Rocky 3.
Rocky 3?
Rocky
Oh my gosh, there were 3 Rockies before I had the time to even out? 'Cause I knew it wasn't the first one.
Not Apollo Creed, but who did Mr. T play? What was his character's name?
Clubber Lang.
Clubber Lang.
Yeah,
Yes. That was.
So I say B.A. Baracus.
pitied
That
the
was
fool.
the A-team.
That's my
Mr. T.
favorite line from that movie. What's your prediction? Prediction? Pain. So, you didn't know you were signing up for all this, did
No,
you?
I
Yeah.
didn't.
I just kept talking about the cheerleading squad.
All right,
Fantastic.
How many cheerleaders are coming in with us today?
I am not sure. We've been on dead week, so I'm not sure.
Oh, that's right. You're not allowed to communicate with them, are you? Yeah.
So I told them about it last week, but that doesn't.
We'll see how well they remember.
Yeah, and I only told my seniors because they're
Right.
the ones
How many seniors you got this year?
We have 5 girls and 2 boys.
All right. Yeah, you got a lot of guys on the squad. How many dudes are on the squad this year?
2.
2?
Yeah.
Okay. And they're both seniors?
But we've never had boys, I don't think.
Right.
As far as they may have for maybe a basketball season or a football season, I'm not sure. But I think our boys are actually going to maybe compete with us during game day, which would be like our February competition this year. And I don't think Farmington has ever had boys compete before. So
That's cool. One of them I know is on the football team. Is the other?
Both of them are.
Okay. So they're off limits on Friday nights. They're Coach Eckley's.
Yes, yes. So they are off limits basically the whole football season. They're
Yeah.
going to join us more basketball season.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Very, very good. So looking forward to that. So, yeah. All right. Well, we'll talk to you again coming up here in just a couple minutes. We got to do news and events. Do you want to
Okay.
read some news or?
No, thank you.
Okay.
She's going to go over there and Google the immigrant song.
Yeah. Very good. Listen to it.
Yes.
Thanks, Tia.
Tia Cunningham, she'll be our guest coming up in just a little bit on the Parkland podcast. Parkland Pharmacy, the official farm. Oh, wait, you had some shout outs you wanted to give out there.
One. Well, first of all, let's Candy and all the folks from the Chamber for putting on a great golf tournament.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
yesterday. That
Farmington
was
Regional
awesome.
Chamber.
Kennedy Lyra, I don't know if you remember Kennedy.
I do remember Kennedy.
She called me
Yeah?
a couple of days
What's
ago.
Kennedy up to?
She says, I just wanted to let you know I've got my dream job. She worked at the radio station with us several years ago.
Yep.
She goes, I am now a news reporter for a television station in South Dakota.
Really?
And I thought that was really cool. KY3 News, Kennedy Lyra, multimedia journalist.
Oh, wow.
And I looked it up. I got on
You verified her sources?
I verified her sources, make sure. And I listened to a couple of her reports.
Wow, that's
she
great.
She did a fine job.
That's awesome.
And I don't know if you realize that, but her mom also worked at the radio
Absolutely,
station.
Carla and Matt.
Yeah, she worked at both stations.
She did, yeah. Carla's one of the few that have done the double duty of working at both J98 and KFMO B104. I think it's me, her, and DeBold.
Chuck and Shelley.
Chuck and Shelley. Doug Barry has done. Gib Collins did both.
Did both.
Kelly Valley.
Kelly.
I'm sure
Mike
at least
Ramsey.
Mike Ramsey. Lisa
The
Sittler.
Rammer.
The Rammer. Lisa Sittler did
I didn't know
duty
that.
at both. Oh, yeah. Golly. There's quite a few. But yeah, just off the top of my head, that's all I got. So, anyways, congratulations. That is great.
Yeah,
great job,
way to go,
Kennedy.
Kennedy. She's her report sounded really good. So if you want to go to ky3.com or just if you know Kennedy, just type her name in. She's now you can put her name on the internet and it'll take you right to her. So
that's awesome. Very
good
cool. I'm
job.
sure Carla and Matt are very, very proud. Good job. Parkland Pharmacy, the official pharmacy of the Parkland podcast. I'll be going there after we finish up the podcast today to get all my prescriptions. I got them filled on Monday, and then I've just completely forgot about it. In fact, I saw Doug Barry last night at Walmart, and that reminded me that I needed to get my prescriptions, something he said. So
he said, hey, don't forget your prescriptions.
Don't forget your prescriptions, Jason. I said, hey, thanks, Doug. I appreciate that. Parkland Pharmacy has the Deloge location. That's where I go. Mark goes to the Farmington location.
Do go to the Farmington location. Love the customer service there. And I was talking to Julie not too long ago, about a week ago or so, and she says if you're of a certain age, like me, you need to get your name on a list to talk to their Medicare certified specialist to make sure when it comes time to renew your plan that they get you hooked up with the one that is best for you, because there's a lot of options out there, and if you choose the wrong one, you could end up paying more or not getting the coverage that you need for your specific needs. So definitely get your name on the list, and those folks will definitely be able to help you out.
Parkland Pharmacy in Deloge,
Hello,
Farmington, Fredericktown, Ironton, Piedmont, and Greenville. First State Community Bank is the friendly first. They're online at fscb.com. I frequent the Deloge branch because that's where I deposit all of my Parkland podcast checks.
I saw Andy yesterday playing. Andy's a pretty good golfer.
Yeah, he is.
His wife is a very good golfer.
Yes, she is.
And I asked him, who's the better golfer, you or your wife? And he goes, well, I'm probably the better golfer, but she looks better golfing than I do. And I thought, well, that was a good answer.
He chose his words fairly carefully.
Well, I said, Andy, you could have stopped with the words, she looks better. Because it doesn't matter what scenario we're talking about.
That's probably the safer approach.
The wife will look better. But Andy's a heck of a good guy.
Yeah, he is.
Very community-minded, and he is such a great people person, and that personality kind of spreads out to the other people that work at the bank. So when you go in there, man, you get treated like you really matter, and I think that goes a long way. Great customer service for a bank is huge, and First State Community Bank has it in bunches.
First State Community Bank, FSCB.com, member FDIC, proud sponsor of the Parkland podcast.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to my buddy Mike Saracor. He works at First State Insurance Agency. I saw him at the golf tournament. Then I saw his brother Dylan, and I said, hey, Dylan, your brother's over there somewhere. And he goes, I'm not golfing with him. I said, oh, you want to golf on the winning team? He goes, yeah, absolutely. Mike's a pretty good golfer, but Dylan actually got on one of the semi-professional teams.
Oh, really? Wow.
Many years ago.
Yeah.
So he's really a good golfer.
Huh. Some good golfing yesterday at that Farmington Regional Chamber of Commerce golf tournament. And Subway, Eat Fresh, your local Subway. How you doing with that app? Have you been using the Subway app?
No, I just go in there. It's
Yeah.
like, I'm not even sure I got the right app.
It's good. You downloaded Subway Surfer by mistake.
Yeah, that's something like that. But when you got customer service like they do at the Farmington store, and Heather is there, and Brianna, and now Heather's daughter is working at the Farmington location. Heather's daughter has bought a talking bird, by the way.
Oh, my.
I say, just don't teach it any bad words.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll get the bird on the podcast.
Maybe. Hey, that'd be fun. I'd like that.
Parkland podcast.
Yeah.
No, I love going to Subway at Farmington. I saw Jake. Jake was out at the golf tournament yesterday.
All right.
He brought a bunch of Subway sandwiches, and I saw him. And then like a half hour later, I saw him again, and he was already out. And he goes, people were just scarfing him up.
Yeah, man.
And
They're
I
that
said,
good.
I don't doubt that, yeah.
Local Subway of the Parkland, Eat Fresh, proud sponsor of the Parkland podcast. Local news up next. It is 8:23.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Time to check your latest local news here on the Parkland podcast.
A Bonne Terre family is grieving the loss of a 16-year-old who was killed in a two-car traffic accident on Highway 67 on Thursday. According to the Highway Patrol, the teen was trying to cross 67 at Shannon Road when he pulled into the path of a car driven by a 45-year-old Bonne Terre woman. The two cars collided and went off the road in a fiery crash. The 16-year-old was pronounced dead at the scene. The 45-year-old suffered serious injuries and was taken to Mercy Medical Center in Festus. The Central School District had a special student-led meeting on the football field this week to honor student Benjamin King, who died in the crash.
The Missouri Department of Natural Resources is taking action to address Leadwood's failing wastewater treatment facility. Ongoing department investigations have revealed serious degraded and ineffective treatment equipment, allowing only partially treated wastewater to be released to the Big River. Water tests taken in the Big River, both downstream and upstream of the facility's output, show high levels of E. coli contamination. Further water testing will determine whether other contaminants are being released at levels of health and environmental concern. Like infrastructure in many of Missouri's small communities, Leadwood's wastewater treatment facility is aging and has not been properly maintained over the years. Now the system is not effectively removing waste from the treated water being released into the river. The department has been negotiating in good faith with the city of Leadwood since May of 2026 to arrive at a long-term solution for wastewater treatment. Due to the rapidly deteriorating situation and in response to numerous public complaints, the department has been on site for several days to thoroughly investigate and provide technical and compliance assistance. The department is looking into ways to mitigate the immediate issue at the treatment plant and identify long-term technical and financial solutions for wastewater treatment in Leadwood.
Well, the National Weather Service now says that an F1 tornado briefly formed near Terre de Lac during last Friday night's storms that prompted multiple tornado warnings for St. Francis County. The tornado was on the ground for less than a mile and ended near Lake Capri. Estimated wind speeds maxed out at 96 miles per hour. The funnel cloud brought minor damage, but no injuries or fatalities.
And here's a news story that I hate to deliver to you, but I must. It is the first days of school coming up, and this year it's a lot easier. You have St. Joseph and St. Paul Lutheran, both beginning on August the 19th. They do it right, Mark. They start on a Wednesday. And then the following Monday, which is August 24th, is the first day of school across the board for Bismarck, Central, Farmington, North County, West County, and the Unitech Career Center.
Back to work for all the school teachers.
It had to happen at some point, and I guess I'm ready.
Only if you want a paycheck, I guess.
That's true. Yeah, I do like the paycheck. I love the hours, and the paycheck is nice too. So I will be back on August 24th. Mark Tody, how's the weather looking for this weekend?
Well, if you wondered what happened to summer since we had several cool days last week, it's back. Sunny and 90 today. We'll have an overnight low of 70, 91 tomorrow. And then looking ahead to Monday, 94, 95 on Tuesday. Then maybe a little rain on Wednesday and Thursday with highs in the low 90s to around 90 degrees. So some warm weather on the way.
And currently we have what temperature?
It's probably, I'm guessing, 73 degrees.
73 degrees. That's your current temperature. It's 8:27. Time for events. They're up next. They are powered by Discover Farm.
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries. Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
Events are powered by Discover Farmington more than you ever imagined. DiscoverFarmingtonMo.com allows you to find out more about entertainment, dining, outdoor activities, wineries, and more.
Hey, the Farmington Farmers Market is now open. They will be open every Saturday through the end of October. They are located by the Farmington VFW, and I can vouch for cantaloupe, watermelon, tomatoes, nectarines, and peaches. And I think I saw corn on the cob when I went by this morning.
Ah, there you go. Got you a little preview.
Yes.
Nikki Oki, my favorite kind of karaoke, will be taking place today, 1 to 4 p.m. at Charleville Winery.
She is fabulous. I have heard her sing on numerous occasions, and she can flat out hold a tune. So, Nikki, thanks for making the area a better place with your voice. Killer Whales performing today at 2 o'clock at the Oak Meadow Winery.
Hey, you want to go swim in the lazy river and drink an adult beverage? You can tonight. It's a twilight sip and swim at the Farmington Water Park, 7 to 10.
I believe Bailey Joe's Barbecue will be there catering the event. And I saw Jeremy yesterday and his lovely wife, Jessica. He brought by some boneless wings to the Farmington golf tournament yesterday. I think they lasted about 4.5 minutes. They were really, really good. Jeremy, you are the man. Don't forget, you can stop by Schnucks and other outlets and pick up some of his sauces that he has, whether it's the cherry glaze, the Italian, the mesquite. He's got them for you. But anyway, I just wanted to give him a quick plug since he was very generous yesterday.
Babblin' About Broadway Teens Edition, Thursday night, 6:30 at Potosi Square Amphitheater, and Friday at 6:30 at Long Memorial Hall.
Babblin' About Broadway actually is coming up in October, early to mid-October, and we're going to have those folks on the podcast as we get into September. I was talking to Don Fimler about that just the other day. The United Methodist Men's Barbecue is coming up this coming Friday, 10 to 2 at the Farmington United Methodist Church. The men are putting it on. That means Kurt Bauke's going to be manning the grill. That means the food's going to be good.
And then after you fill up on that, you can have your dinner that night with Food Truck Friday in downtown Park Hills. They'll have live music from the band Last Call.
And then you can shoot back to Farmington and check out the CJ Sound. They'll be putting on a Farmington downtown block party starting at 7 o'clock.
And then the next day, August 15th on that Saturday, go see Audio Glow 2 to 6 at Oak Meadow Winery.
Deja Vu will perform August 21st, 7 o'clock at Hub's Pub. I saw Brandon yesterday at the golf tournament. Him and his brother were golfing, and used to see Brandon Hubbard, and we'd talk about girls and the pub. And now we talk about his kids.
Yes.
Times have changed. But anyway, that's coming up at Hub's Pub.
Revive Farmington, a Christian festival happening August 21st and 22nd, brought to you by the Farmington First Baptist Church.
Doss Day is August 22nd from noon to 7 at the Sam Doss home on Deloge Drive, and we're going to talk about that day coming up, right?
Yes, we are. Next episode. Bonne Terre Block Party happening August 29th, downtown Bonne Terre. Live music, side-by-side show, food trucks, and more.
The Deloge Chamber of Commerce Labor Day Picnic is Friday, September 4th through the 7th at Deloge Park. Music, food, drinks, rides, crafts, a parade, lots of music. The Project, Lenox Creek, Vinyl Revolution, they're good. Noah Misi, 9 Lives is an REO Speedwagon tribute band. You weren't going to go, but you couldn't fight that feeling anymore. So you decided to ride the storm out and go and visit the golden country known as Deloge and feel like you do. All right, there you go. Berry Brothers, Amaryllis, Clover, Fault Line, all performing. Tres Amigos, they are awesome.
They are very good.
And if you come Monday around noonish, you'll see me at the beer tent serving, not drinking.
And then 2 o'clock is the hot dog eating contest brought to you by Ransoms.
Yes, Ransom's Mercantile, where we are located right now, as a matter of fact. We love Ransom's Mercantile. All that coming up with the Labor Day picnic.
And the 9th annual Blues, Brews, and Barbecue happening September 18th and 19th in downtown Farmington.
And we'll have the Grindstaff family joining us this month to not only talk about Blues, Brews, and Barbecue, but they're also going to talk about their trip to Africa that they just returned from to put in a freshwater well. And they've got a big fish fry that they are doing. I talked to Chris, who's very involved with this as well, and he may even be coming out and joining us. He's one of the main fish cookers for the fish fry that's coming up in September. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, those are your events. They're powered by Discover Farmington, more than you ever imagined. Find out about local events. Even book a wedding or day trip today at discoverfarmingtonmo.com. 8:34 on this Saturday morning.
Sports.
We'll take a quick break. Well, I guess we do sports real quick.
Yeah, Cardinals made a bunch of trades. They won. They've won 2 in a row.
2 in a row.
Took 2 of 3 from the Yankees. Beat the Rockies last night. So far, the reports on the trades that the Cardinals made. They've gotten good reviews from the so-called experts, even though I kind of will miss Dustin May.
Yeah.
I thought he had.
I like JoJo too.
He was all right, but our bullpen's been one of our weak spots. We've blown a lot of leads. But anyway, got a lot of good prospects if some of them really pan out. I did notice that Nolan Arenado hit a home run last night. I think he has 17 on the season, which is more than he had all of last year. But judging by his batting average, I'd say those were the majority of the hits he's got this year, too. So far, Cardinals are back at 500 at 58-58.
There you go. Those are your sports. Coming up next, Tia Cunningham, head coach of the Farmington Knights cheerleading squad. She'll join us next on the podcast.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest. Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Back on the Parkland podcast on this Saturday morning, 73 degrees. We are joined by Tia Cunningham. She is the head coach of the Farmington Knights cheer squad. And Tia, this is year 3 or 4
Year
now?
3 at Farmington.
3 at
Yep.
Farmington. Now, before that, you were cheerleading coach North County.
For 7 years at
Yeah.
North County and then 3 years at MAC.
And then you're back at MAC. How many years second administration?
This is my 3rd year also at MAC.
Okay.
For the 2nd time.
Yes.
Yes.
And you've been involved in cheer and dance for a long, long time, right?
Since I could walk.
Yeah. Your mom made sure of that, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
By the way, shout out to your mom, Teresa, who is watching right now.
Oh, I'm sure. And I'm sure Jeri is too.
Yeah.
Yes,
and
yes.
Grandma.
I tried to get her to come with me, but she said that she talked on the podcast during the election. So
She
She did.
she got her spotlight.
She's only allowed to come on once a week, I guess.
Yes.
She was so cute. He giving us treats, and then here you go. Then she turned around and run the other way. It was
Oh,
awesome.
yeah. I talked to her later. My mom said she didn't know how she was going to get her to bed because she was wound up.
Yeah. Lots of candy that night.
Yes.
So you've had a busy summer.
Very.
Tell us
Very.
about that.
We started practices, like 2 weeks after our tryouts. We have 26 on the team this year, which is last year I think we only had like 22 around about. So each year we've gotten a bigger squad, which is nice. I think my first year we had like around 18 or 19. And we had about 22, and now we have 26. So that's huge on our numbers going up. You always want, obviously, that. So we started our practices. They've been 2 to 3 hours all through summer. And then we just went to camp, which there was multiple schools there. I think there was 13 total around, all from Missouri except for one. One was from, I think, Arkansas maybe. And we had several awards while we were there. The girls were ready this year. I like to do home camps, and this year they had asked to go away to see the other teams because it is exciting to see and meet new people, see what their cheerleading looks like. Because when you see other teams, everybody's cheerleading looks different.
Right.
Where when you watch certain sports, it looks the exact same. Cheerleading does not. But some of our awards, we got the St. Jude Award. We had the most people sign up to donate to St. Jude. We had 2 Superior Blue ribbons for our performances. They evaluate you through the camp. And each time we got the blue ribbon, which is the highest ribbon that you can get. We had NFHS credentials, which means that we knew our rules, things like that. Stunt Safety Award, the girls pay attention to what's going on when there's a girl in the air. They know how to catch them if they're coming down. They know the safety of that. We had 15 All-American nominees, which that's huge. And by that, they have to stand out to a staff member. They have to be chosen by a staff member on either their stunting ability, their leadership, their motions, and the coaches have no say in that. So we had 15 girls that stood out to a staff member, which speaks volumes for our team. Then after that, they have to try out. They have to do a certain cheer. They have to do so many jumps.
Not to interrupt you, but they accomplished all of that, and they still had to make the team. That's crazy.
Yes. So they have to do the cheer that they learned the second day, and they have to perform it on the third day, and they cannot make any mistakes whatsoever.
Wow.
They can tumble in that. They have to do the cheer and then 3 jumps. And we had one girl that was nominated All-American, and she's a senior, so that was pretty exciting for her.
Who was that?
Ella Gino.
Ella's really good.
She is.
Yeah.
She is. And she is an entertainer, that's for sure. You watch her and your eyes go straight to her. We received first place in performance, so they taught us a performance while we were there, and we placed first place in that. They had a Top Gun jump competition.
Top Gun jump competition.
Yes.
Okay.
And who had the best technique, the highest jump.
Okay.
So why do they call it Top Gun?
Because there's only certain ones that it's up to you if you want to try to perform in it. So whoever is the top jumper is going to win this award.
Yeah.
And we had another senior that won that, Lily Stacy, and she actually didn't cheer the last 2 years. She only cheered her freshman year and came in and ready to go, and she won that.
Wow.
We had 2 girls that won the Top Gun dance out of the division. They were 2 freshmen that and I told them, I said, as a freshman, there is no way I would have put myself up there. No way. They came up with their own routine. It had to be 4 8 counts. They came up with their own routine and went out there and did amazing. They went up against upperclassmen, and so they put themselves out, and that was Aria and Kinley. Then we had a Top Gun stunt, which was they had to do their hardest level of stunt. No mistakes, the best technique. And that was Kinley, Carter, Briley Moore, Shelby, and Bella. And then what else? I'm sorry. We had the Technical Excellence Award, which was going off of our technique for everything. There was only one school that received that, and that was us also.
Wow.
So yeah, that was a pretty big deal for us. We had 2 Pennant Forward Awards. One is nominated by a staff member. They pick someone off your team that really stands out to them when things get hard on during camp. Their ability, their leadership, and that was Lily Stacy. And then the next pin, you get to go to a different team and pick someone. And so we had a girl off of our team that was picked from another school.
Oh, wow.
She stood out to that school, and they wanted to pin her forward. That was Briley Moore. Again, another senior. And then our Our favorite award, which I told them like this was honestly most important to me, was the Herky Award. And that is voted by all the teams that are there. So all 13 teams vote, and this is awarded to the one squad that shows true team spirit, unity, and leadership throughout the week. So it's going off of how they kind of explained it is, what team would you want to be on if you got to pick out of all the teams that were here? And we were chosen for that. So that to me spoke volumes on the team. That's not something a coach can teach.
Yeah.
I mean, that is their personality, and they amazed me the whole entire time we were there.
You have 2 male members on the squad this year.
Yes.
Tell us about them.
So they didn't go to camp because obviously they are playing football.
Yeah.
So you're going to see them on the sideline just in a football uniform for football. Basketball season, they'll be with us on the sideline. They decided that they wanted to try something new. It's senior year. Blake Kelly has been going to different colleges to try to get better over the summer. His mom has been taking him. I think they went to Mizzou. I think they went to Ole Miss, CMU, and all over. If you're a boy, cheer scholarships come a lot different than if you're a girl. I mean, because you don't have very many boys that are trying out for cheer. And he is just excelling so much. He's really been watching videos and trying to get as many coaches' advice on what to do and how to do it. So he's doing awesome. And then we have Chase Elder, and he's a senior also. He's working on his stunting, but we've been doing tumbling lessons, and he got his back tuck the first time, which is the backflip, no hands, standing, which was huge. So
Marcus will do that too.
It would have to involve an electrical shock if I was going to do that.
So they all have their each individual goals, but they also have their team goals. And this team, I try to tell them that I tell them that they're my top 3 teams that I've coached, but they're pretty amazing. Yes.
Does this team have a particular strong suit or something that they're more strong on than maybe other things, or is it just all around really good?
Honestly, all around really good. We have some that are very stunt driven, but we also have some that just love to go out and perform. You have some cheerleaders that are scared to yell or make a scene, like, look at me. And this team is not scared to say, hey, look at me, watch what I can do. And I love that. They have the confidence that they want to show.
How busy is the cheer squad? How many nights a week are these young ladies and young men out doing their thing?
During the summer, I tried to give them a summer.
Yeah.
The past 3 weeks, after camp, we had 3 weeks off. We had several that were going to church camp, or they wanted to go to on vacation, things like that. And yes, I'm very competitive, but family comes first. I want them to be able to have their vacations and their summertime, because their parents only have 18 years of that, and then it might be finished, you know. So we usually did about 3 days a week in June because of summer school and other things going on. We had a really good attendance rate for that. And then we had a dead weekend beginning of July, and then we had 2 more long weeks. But once school starts, so starting on Monday, we'll have practices 5 days a week.
And then you're doing probably 2 to 3 events a week, roughly, on average?
Once football starts, we'll for sure have obviously 1 a week. But with cheer, a lot of people don't understand what all actually falls under the umbrella of cheer.
It's quite a bit.
Yes, because we're always asked to, which not complaining, we have Freshman Academy where they want the cheerleaders to welcome them all in. Or we have state send-offs that come up. We have pep rallies that come up. We might have somewhere that nitro needs to be, so we helped with the Special Olympics and we made signs for that. So we're asked to do other stuff under our umbrella. But you know what, to me, it helps them get involved in the community. So I'm definitely not complaining. Puts a lot more on our plate, but we're ready for it.
So you've been doing this for a while now, and you did cheer when you were in school, right? How has cheerleading evolved. Do you think if somebody was around 20, 25 years ago and then kind of disappeared and came back today, would they be amazed at how cheerleading has changed?
Yes. The stunting, some of the stunts that we can do back then, you would have thought that was college level. I mean, we didn't have very many schools around our area for sure that could do some of the stunts. But our safety also changes almost every year. So some of the stunts that we might be able to do this year, we might not be able to do next year, or they have a better way of us doing it. So that has changed a lot. Cheers, the kind of cheers that you do have changed a lot. They used to be really sing-songy.
Used to be like the funky chicken. And all that kind of stuff.
Yes. Where now it's more like short and sweet, and you're trying to get the crowd to kind of pay attention or hurry and cheer back with you. So yes, it's changed tremendously.
It's come a long way since 2468. Who do we appreciate?
Yes, definitely.
And your squad, I'd say the girls, but now I got to say and guys.
Yes.
They're athletes.
100%.
And that's something that we've talked about because, some schools don't compete, so they're happy with just the sideline. Ours are not happy with just sideline. Like they want to go out there. They want to do the highest level stunt that they can do. They want to work out. They want to run. Like they want to better themselves, which is awesome. That's not something you can teach, the want of that. And our girls they want it. They want to show off. They want to show what they can do. So. Do all the girls still like to be thrown really high in the air, or are there still some that are like, a little nervous about that? I have a couple that are a little nervous, but then I have a couple that are like, hey, I'll go in whatever, I'll do whatever. We have several that are not scared.
Fearless.
Yes.
And that's good. You can't have that when you're getting as high as these kids do.
No.
Where can people see the Farmington High School cheerleaders coming up in the next month or two?
Like where we're going to be.
Yeah, you'll be at all the football games, obviously.
We'll be at all the football games. We're going to have a showcase right before our competition. Unfortunately, our competitions, we don't have any that are local. Our closest one this year is St. Louis, which is kind of a bummer because I would love for more people to be able to see what they can do. But we do have one in St. Louis, but we're going to do a showcase for family, friends, whoever would like to come and watch in September, right before I don't have the date for sure, but right before our competition, which the more people that show up, the better for us, because then that gives us an audience when we go to competition. If that's our first time getting an audience, I don't know about you, but I would be a nervous wreck. Like,
sure, yeah.
You have to show your family and friends, because if you can do it in front of them, you can do it in front of strangers.
Absolutely.
So that helps. We put a lot of our stuff on social media. So anything that we do, we're doing a fundraiser right now. We're selling Farmington apparel. We also have some rally towels that we're getting ready to promote. And you can put, like if you're a football parent, you can put your kid's number on the side. If you're volleyball, it can say Knights Volleyball. So we're going to have them a little bit to where you can customize them. And that's going to be a fundraiser to help us, because competition, uniforms, all the things that we need is expensive.
Costs money, yeah.
Yes.
So search Farmington High School Cheer on social media, and you can find out that?
We have Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
And we try to post all the fun things that we're doing. We kind of lacked on our team bonding the past couple of years, just because, like I said, so much goes under our umbrella.
Right.
This year we actually have 3 girls that are in charge of coming up with our team bonding. So we even put some of our team bonding, like funny games and things like that, on there. We have 2 motivational leaders, and they actually come up with something each week. It could be a quote, it could be something you might have to write down. It might be just a podcast type thing that you have to listen to kind of motivate them for the week.
We like the podcasting thing.
Yes.
Send them episode 111. Go to the Tia Cunningham segment.
Kids get, they have a lot going on. So every now and then, if you can just give them a little motivation, or honestly, I know a lot of people are going to the football games to watch the football players, but even if they go to school on Monday and someone compliments them, hey, I watched you do whatever, that goes such a long way for them.
Absolutely. Tia, good to see you. We'll have you come back again another time. We'll talk MAC cheerleading.
Okay, I
Because
would
I'm
love
sure
to.
there's plenty to
Yes.
talk about there as well, right?
Yes.
We'll do a better trivia category for you, too.
Oh, please.
Fantastic. Tia, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having
Thank
me.
you.
All right, Tia Cunningham. She is the head coach of the Farmington High School cheerleaders, also the head coach of the MAC Lady Cardinal squad as well. And we'll let her say hi to her new boss out in the lobby, and we'll talk to her next. Dr. Jeri Hardy. She is the superintendent of the Farmington School District, and she'll join us next on the Parkland Pod.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries, Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
Back on the Parkland Podcast on this Saturday morning, we're joined now by the new superintendent of schools for the Farmington School District. That's Dr. Jeri Hardy. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Things are going great. It's a beautiful day outside, and we're kicking things off.
So how have your first few months with Farmington been, or maybe first few weeks?
They've been really good. I actually was able to start a little bit early and come in a couple times throughout the spring to get to know a lot of people. But we hit the ground running on, I will say, June 30th. We started off with finalizing the board meeting for the upcoming fiscal year. And then we had our board retreat. The board had Missouri School Boards Association come in, and we did a training with the school board on new things that were coming up with MSBA. And then we started with our administrative and executive retreat. And so to set the expectations for the school year, our theme this year is to learn, teach, and lead with a purpose, because we all have that responsibility of learning, teaching, and leading, from the staff members to the kids to classified staff. And so we're really focusing on what is our purpose. And at the end of the day, I tell everyone our purpose is to keep the main thing, and that's our kids. And so we have to really make sure that we're prepared when they come back.
Now, this is not the first time you've started in a new school district. Whenever you take over, there's obviously a couple of different ways to approach it. You sit back, it's like, okay, I'm going to sit back, I'm going to take everything in, I'm going to see how everything works. But at the same time, you were brought into this position because people liked your ideas and they liked what your vision is. So how do you balance that? How do you come in, put the Dr. Jeri Hardy stamp on things, but at the same time be like, okay, this is a big school district. I got a lot to learn.
So I think when you come in and you do have to focus and look on what the tradition and the values of the community are, the staff, and your parents. You have to really look at all of those community values, and you have to look at, I say we have the big academics, business, and community. That's what we have to make sure we're focused on, because academics, of course, that starts with your kids. But we have to look at the routines and procedures that we already have in place that are working well. And we have a lot of things in the district that are working really good. So what you do is you sit back and you look at that, and it's not like major changes when you go into a place. You have to say, okay, this is working really good. Have you thought about adding this? Or have you thought about this strategy works better? You may want to use this strategy versus this strategy. Which strategies have you tried? What has worked? What has not worked? And really get your routines and procedures in place for all of our academic, sports, everything that we have, and just really tighten those things up. But make sure we're also, when we're in the classroom, we're talking about in the classroom, are we teaching with the correct rigor, and are we looking at the standards and the academic vocabulary, making sure those things are done. But when we're looking at operations and maintenance, do we have routines and procedures in place for how we clean things up, for bus safety, how we get the word out and train students on how do we ride the bus, what are our expectations, what are each building and administrator's main goals. And so we look at what are my main goals, and I went through those with academics, business, and community, but then what are the main goals of each executive director and each building administrator, and how are we going to ensure that we're being consistent across the district?
Give us a little background on Jeri Hardy and your career path, and what got you interested in the Farmington position.
So I started at Zenith Hornersville, which is where I graduated high school from, and worked there from 2002 till 2012, and was able to have the opportunity to grow in reading, coaching, data analysis. Then that moved into like a district-wide data analysis position, and I was able to lead that district in the turnaround team. Back in the early 2000s, there were some districts that were struggling, and we were selected by the state. I guess that's not always a good thing, but we had to get our academics up. And so I was put as one of the leads on the University of Virginia turnaround team to try to turn that school around in 2 years. That also led to some consulting with other districts, training all of the principals in Southeast Missouri through the RPDC. They had me come in to train principals on data analysis. That's when that first really took off. And so I had that opportunity, and in 2012 I accepted the high school principal position at Malden R1 School District, which was about 45 minutes north of where we lived. I did that for 4 years. It was a really great community, and so I got my start in Southeast Missouri. I was there for 4 years and was hired as the assistant superintendent in Gasconade County, where I spent the next 10 years. So that's where I got my start in education, and I really made sure throughout every position I've had to put the relationships first with people, because you have to build strong relationships to build strong schools.
Why Farmington? What stood out to you about Farmington and made you decide to apply for this position?
So when I looked at Farmington, I have a daughter who's still in Southeast Missouri, which is about 2 hours south, and my son is 2 hours to the west of us. So it's kind of centrally located, and my parents are about an hour and a half. But when we looked at the community, because we drove through here several weeks a month when we would go down and see our daughter. It has the Southeast Missouri feel, and the community is very welcoming and inviting, and there's a lot of things going on for kids. When I look at a district, I look at what activities that they have for kids, because I really believe that if a student's going to be successful in life, they need to get involved, and they also have to learn how to work with people that may have different opinions of what they have. And there's so many activities and opportunities for our students. You have MAC, which is right up the road, which gives students more opportunities to stay home. And then when, you can get your first 2 years virtually completed by we had 42 students graduate this spring with their AA degrees. And that's important when you look at a school district, to see that they're investing that much time and resources into their students. And I really believe that education starts from pre-K, and we have responsibility of growing students even after they graduate. And so looking at the Farmington district, it had those opportunities for students.
You look at this area, the partnerships, like with Mineral Area College and the business community as a whole, that's got to be exciting as an educator and an administrator, because there's so, like you said, there's the opportunities there for the kids.
There are, and when walking into the high school and you see the coffee shop that's set up, you see First State Community Bank that's set up in there. We working with Joe Gilgore at MAC and the opportunities for our students there. And the community is so willing to partner with the school district to ensure that our kids are successful. And that is very energizing when you're looking at a district, and it also shows the direction and the path for the future. And you always have to be looking to the future, because you all know just as well as I do, the jobs that are going to happen 20 years from now, we don't even know what they are.
Right, yeah.
Technology is advancing so much, but we have the responsibility of making sure that our students can grow and adapt to whatever those changes are going to be.
Lawmakers have talked about education funding, saying, boy, we're looking at some budget shortfalls. We're looking at things that are not going to be where they've been in the past. Kind of looking ahead, doing a forecast. What is your plan, I guess, in dealing with these budget shortfalls that are predicted, and how can public school districts, because Farmington's in the same boat as everybody else in the state, how are we going to make it through this?
So when you look at making it through this, we are very fortunate that we have reserves that were built up during COVID. We've been through several years of good times, because COVID money came in, the state was funding things at a better financial standpoint than what they are right now. But when you look at what you may have to cut, one of the biggest things, and I want to go ahead and say I wasn't here then, but I want to say thank you to the community for passing the rollback and the operational levy increase, because that helps us pay our teachers. And we have to make sure, moving into these tight times in Missouri, that we keep our teachers at the forefront. And so when I look at, if we have to make those budget cuts and what those budget cuts are going to be, where can we save money? Just because we have money in the budget for something doesn't mean that we necessarily have to spend that money if we have that, because our first responsibility is to make sure that we keep quality teachers in the classroom. And so I don't want to look at cutting positions if we do not have to. First, let's look at, okay, if we are on this rotation schedule for buying buses or roofs, HVAC, when do those warranties expire? When do we look at that? But then also looking at how much money are we spending in each area on things, and are we actually utilizing the programs like software programs, technology programs that we're spending money on, or is that somewhere we can save money? I know when the state come in and there was a shortfall in the spring to a lot of districts, the district that I worked for at the time was facing a $747,000 shortfall. So the Farmington district, I'm sure, was looking at $1.5 million from the state. What I did was the next morning was went in and I looked at all of my budgets, all of my rotations, and we would buy 2 buses a year. Okay, we're going to knock that back to 1 bus a year. when can we move one roof back for one more year, and to see how to do that, but make sure that we're still having safe facilities for students. One thing that happened with the Farmington School District back in the spring is there was a lot of storm damage, and it has affected every roof in our district and almost 100 HVAC units. And so we're working really hard with our insurance company on that. And on Thursday, I have a meeting along with Josh Hain with SEMA and FEMA, as that was declared a disaster. And so we're meeting with them to talk about what the next steps are to make sure that those things are repaired in the correct manner, but also looking at a claim that large, how are we going to attack that? And like the roofing project alone, you will see that taking place over the next 2 to 3 years.
So you've got a lot of firsts coming up in the next 2.5 months, as far as your time in Farmington. First day of school, first football game, homecoming, first homecoming. Are you starting to get excited about all that?
I'm really excited about that. I have like all of the dates for the jamborees. They're down. We're ready. You know, some of those will be traveling dates that we'll be there to see the kids and participate. August 24th is the first day of school, so all of our kids will be coming back. I'm excited to get to meet the students, work with all of the staff members. We have new teachers coming back next week.
Yeah.
And homecoming has been on my calendar for probably 6 months. And I understand that homecoming is a really amazing opportunity here in Farmington, and it's something that the community gets behind, and I've heard all of the excitement building around it. That's October the 2nd, so if you all don't have that on your calendars, put that there to see homecoming. But we have a lot of activities, and that shows the support for our kids, and that's one of the things that I'm most excited about, because I want to make sure that our kids know that Farmington School District is, I'm going to say, the best school district in this area, and we provide the best opportunities for kids. I'm sure I have some other superintendents that would probably like to challenge me on that, but I always say that, and I believe, working with our teachers, I believe Farmington School District probably has some of the best teachers in the state, and you see that with our academic scores. We've started making progress there, coming back from that loss, the learning loss from COVID, but reviewing the academic scores and seeing that they're making gains in all of those areas, we're headed in the right direction. So our teachers are doing the right things, our administrators are doing the right things, and we're just going to make sure students continue learning, and we're going to provide activities for extracurriculars, for clubs, for athletics, because every student needs to be plugged in somewhere, because research shows that if a student is connected, they're going to be successful.
So you mentioned clubs and opportunities and things like that. Was it important for you when you made the decision to apply for this Farmington position that it wasn't a school that was just about athletics, that they offered a wide range of activities?
Absolutely, because we have a responsibility to teach all students. And some students have a career path and they want to go VOTEC, but we have students who are interested in theater and the arts. We have other students who are interested in, our band program is really big here in Farmington. I know we're looking at espionage is our theme for the year.
Yeah.
They're doing the 007 theme, so I'm really excited to see that happen. Can't wait. I was in band in high school. I was actually the band president.
Oh, wow. What instrument did you play?
I played the tenor saxophone.
All right.
And so
Can
really,
you still play?
Probably if I picked it up. And I was also a majorette. So that was fun fact about me.
Right.
And my team knows this now, but I can actually twirl fire. And so it's a little bit of fun, and I can still do that. I did that a couple years ago
it's
at Owensville.
It's a good thing we didn't know this before the podcast, or we would have asked for a live show here.
Yes. But that's something that I'm really passionate about, making sure that all students get plugged into whatever talents and gifts that they have. I believe that we have to focus on student strengths, not weaknesses. Mm-hmm. And so if we can find the gifts that students have been given and we can foster those and help them grow in them, then we can help them be successful.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for coming in this morning. We
Thank you
appreciate
for
it.
having me. I appreciate it.
Very good. And yeah, now I'm picturing you twirling fire in my mind.
Well, it's been a few years, but I can still do it.
So maybe on the first day next Monday when we get everybody together, will there be a demonstration possibly?
Well, the team is really pressuring that.
Yeah, I bet.
And so I'm like, well, maybe I need to freshen up a little bit, but before long, maybe that will happen.
Okay, cool. Thanks so much again for coming on.
Thank you.
Dr. Jeri Hardy, new superintendent of the Farmington School District, joining us here on the Parkland podcast. Birthdays, anniversaries.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries, Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
Birthdays, anniversaries on this August the 8th. Mark Tody, I don't have my birthday list ready, so I'm going to start with you.
Well, that's fine, because we're going to start with one of the Subway girls.
Yay.
And one of my favorite Subway girls, Heather McKinney, celebrates a birthday today. Got to know her at the Farmington location. She moved to Bonterre for a while. Now she's back at Farmington with Brianna, and she's working with her daughter. But Heather, happy birthday to you. She is fantastic. She is wonderful. She is awesome. And those are her bad points. We don't have time to get into all of her good points, but she is absolutely amazing. One of the great reasons to go into Subway, along with that great food. Happy birthday to you, Heather. We have a real Farmington feel for birthdays because Andrew Cantor has a birthday today. Andrew, the longtime tennis coach, at Farmington High School, I think at least 10 years.
Well, he left
more.
us last year.
I know he did.
Oh,
I know he did.
But yeah, 10 years.
But he was like a long time.
And never played tennis before.
He had never played tennis before, but he got married and moved to St. Louis.
Yeah,
So
he's at
happy
Lindbergh
birthday
now.
to you. And Michael Lamb, a former art teacher.
Oh, Lambo.
Yeah, he celebrates a birthday as well today. So, guys, happy birthday to all three of you.
I'm trying to think of the joke. Lambo told me, he was walking through the halls one day, and it was a classic dad joke, and that's what he's all about. But he was a lot of fun to work with. I miss old Lambo, but I know he doesn't miss work. He's really enjoying retirement. I think he and the wife are in Florida. And hope that's going well for you. I had one more birthday. What was it? Happy birthday to Mrs. Whitener, Mandy Whitener, celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to you. I can't remember which building she's at in the Farmington School District, but another Farmington teacher right then. Happy birthday, Mandy. Hope you have a fantastic day from Jake and all of the
kids.
Jake the Snake. Jake the Snake, whose knee is getting better, and, of course, all the kids. Wishing you a happy birthday as well. Who you got for tomorrow? Who's celebrating a birthday tomorrow?
Sunday birthdays. One of my favorite people at Mineral Area College, Allison Sheets.
Yes.
Celebrates a birthday. Happy birthday to you, Allison. I've interviewed her a whole bunch of times over the course of the years. Does a great job with job placement and other things like that. Happy birthday to you. Former MAC basketball coach, just all-around great guy, Tim Gray.
Tim Gray.
Celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday to you, Tim. I hope you and Kelly are doing fine. I saw your son about a month and a half ago at Country Days in Farmington. Happy birthday to you, Tim. And Christy Van Diver, happy birthday to you, young lady. I hope you are doing fantastic. Superb and wonderful. You're pretty darned awesome. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday tomorrow to Scott Sykes. Scott, longtime board member, Mineral Area College, former assistant superintendent for Fredericktown. He's retired, right?
I
think he is.
If he is, it's just recently.
Just recently, and a long-time head baseball coach for the Fredericktown Black Cats. Scott's a first-class guy. Happy birthday to you tomorrow. Another first-class dude, Bob Wilson, celebrating a birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Mr. Wilson. Bob, you're an awesome dad, and keep it up. Morgan Fimler celebrating a birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday to Morgan. And Joe Black of Farmington, Missouri, with a birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Joe Black. You should meet him. What about Monday?
Meet Joe Black, yes.
Meet Joe Black.
Monday. Oh, I've been looking forward to this day because Julie Berghaus celebrates a birthday on Monday. Folks, I got bad news for you. Even though she looks it, Julie really isn't in her 20s.
Oh.
Early 30s, but not in her late 20s. But she looks like she could pass for her late 20s. Happy birthday to you, Julie, three-time Pharmacist of the Year at Parkland Pharmacy. I hope you have a great birthday. Renda Quarter celebrating a birthday on Monday. Happy birthday to you, Renda, from your husband, Jesse, and all your kids and your grandkids now, and happy birthday wishes to you. And Emily Brook, saw her at church last week with her sister and her dad. Happy birthday to you, Emily. I hope you are doing great.
Happy birthday on Monday to State Representative Becky Lobinger, celebrating a birthday.
Guest of the podcast.
Recent guest of the podcast. She'll be back on again soon. Connie Holsey celebrating a birthday on Monday as well. Happy birthday, Connie. Connie managed the salon at JCPenney's for a long, long time in Farmington. And Chad Collins with a birthday on Monday. Chad, one of the Collins kids, celebrating a birthday, one of Gibbs' boys. Happy birthday, Chad. What about Tuesday, August 11th?
Hey, before we do that, I want to go back to last Friday.
Okay.
Because I saw him yesterday at the golf tournament, Paul Meinson.
Had
a birthday. He gave me a great quote that's been attributed to a senator from, I think, Louisiana.
Okay.
A guy named John Kennedy. And he got mad at somebody on the floor of Congress, and he said, I'm not going to say he's the dumbest person in the world, but he better hope the dumbest person doesn't die.
Whoa.
And I thought that was a great line. So I figured I would say that and attribute that one to Paul because he told that to me. All right, Tuesday birthdays. For many years, like about 10 years, I played co-ed softball or volleyball at the Farmington Civic Center. And it was fun. I love to play volleyball, and I compete a little bit. But I really played because I got to play on the same team as Tracy Schaefer. I've known Tracy since she was like 13 or 14 years old. I met her and her family on the initial Farmington Country Days Moonlight bike ride sponsored by Little Caesars Pizza.
Pizza.
That's where I got to meet her at, and we've been friends ever since. Tracy, happy birthday to you. I hope you're doing great. Jim Howard celebrates a birthday today. This man's got a lot of skills. He was a big part of the St. Francis County Fair for a bunch of years.
Yep.
But, boy, him and his boys can definitely barbecue.
Oh, my
gosh, can they barbecue.
They
Happy
can.
birthday to you, Jim. Emily Schwartz, happy birthday to you. She's a teacher over in the Central School District now, I believe, but when she was at Farmington, she was a heck of a runner. She went on to run collegiately in southwest Missouri somewhere, and I think for a while she was toying with the idea of maybe trying out for the Olympics.
Wow.
Now she's married and she has kids, so happy birthday to you, Emily. Happy birthday to Alicia Jones. Got to know her at Spokes Pub and Grill. She was just a little kid, but her mom was the manager. And I was there one day, and she came over and said, "Would you like one of my hot wings? I can't eat them all." And I thought, wow, that was awful sweet. And we've been buddies ever since. Alicia, happy birthday to you. And Elizabeth Fox, happy birthday to you, Miss Elizabeth. Hope you are doing fantastic. I think she's out in California now.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you.
I just have one birthday for August 11th, and that's Jessica Coyer. Happy birthday to Jessica. What about Wednesday, August 12th?
Wednesday, Michelle King, who just recently retired after a long career at Ozarks Federal Savings and Loan. She is married to Pat King, the judge. Happy birthday to you, Michelle.
He just got reelected.
He just got reelected. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Blaine DeVault. Been buddies with Blaine for a bunch of years now. On his birthday on the radio, I would always say, I can't remember if it was Howard or David, but he looks like one of the Bellamy brothers. He looks just like one of the Bellamy brothers, and I think it's Howard. So happy birthday to you, Blaine. My buddy Tony Mingwazer celebrates the birthday.
Say it right.
And every time I say it, I got to say it. Tony Mingwaza! Mingwaza-san! Tony Mingwaza! He loves it when I say that, or at least that's what he tells me. Happy birthday to you from your wife, Lisa, from your daughters and your grandkids and your brother, from all your family. Tony, good dude. Good dude.
I love it when it's his birthday because I get to hear you say that.
And I'll do it for Lisa Mingwasa's birthday, too, and Tony and Lisa Mingwasa's anniversary. And Riley Thomas celebrates a birthday. Riley lives in South Dakota. About 5 years ago, his grandpa Steve and me and another one of his grandkids and Todd Smith, we all packed up and we were headed out west to Colorado to see his brother. And he says, let's scoot up north of there and we'll go pick up Riley. And we ended up going to the Badlands. We went to Mount Rushmore. We went to Deadwood. We went to Sturgis. It was quite the trip. It was quite the trip. But Riley, good kid. I brought him and I think it was Titan Thomas and put him on the radio. And they like that as well. So happy birthday, Riley. Now he's like 19 or 20 or something like that. Happy birthday to you, buddy.
Happy birthday on Wednesday to Annie Avery, celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday, Annie. Thursday, August 13th, who you got?
Happy birthday to Kay Taylor. I hope you're doing great. Happy birthday wishes to you. And my niece's husband, Jeff Hines, celebrates a birthday. I just saw him about a month ago. We all went on vacation to the Lake of the Ozarks. Jeff is a great dude. Jeff, happy birthday to you from your wife, my niece Alicia, and your two kiddos. We hope you have a great day on Thursday.
Happy birthday Thursday to David Haggerty. retired insurance specialist. Happy birthday, David. Courtney Kekek with a birthday on Thursday. Happy birthday, Courtney.
Basketball
Oh,
player.
absolutely. Volleyball, too. Jeremiah Murphy with a birthday on Thursday. Happy birthday, Jeremiah. And Jill Holtzman celebrating a birthday on Thursday as well. Happy birthday, Jill. Finally, wrapping it up, Friday, August 14th. Who do you know that has a birthday?
My buddy Phil Horn. He was a bailiff at the courthouse for a bunch of years, married to Wendy Wexler Horn,
okay.
longtime judge in the area. Phil, a long career in law enforcement, and he's a heck of a good guy. So happy birthday to you, Phil. Karen Roman celebrates a birthday Friday. She was the librarian in Farmington.
Heard her read to me many times.
Yeah, she's a heck of a good girl. Teresa Insera celebrates a birthday. She was a reporter.
Oh, yeah, for Daily Journal for many, many years. She's
many years.
Had some good ones.
Came here right out of college, out of Cape Girardeau area. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Mike Aubuchon. He was the owner of Mike's Market in Bismarck for a bunch of years. Vicki Murray, she owned Mueller's Ace Hardware. That was a family-owned and operated business for a whole bunch of years. Vicki, happy birthday to you. From all of your friends, she was on a St. Francis County Relay for Life team. They called themselves the Breast Friends. So happy birthday to you, Vicki. And our buddy Greg Shin.
Greg Shin
celebrates a birthday.
He's good at math.
Thurman Shin, Schweiss and Company. Happy birthday, longtime CPA in the area and a great supporter of community events. Greg, happy birthday to you, buddy. Hope you're doing well.
One of my all-time favorite students, Savannah Allison, celebrating a birthday Friday. Happy birthday, Savannah. Hope you're doing great, you and your kids. Michaela Stokes, the Mac, with a birthday on Friday. Happy birthday, Michaela. Carly Holmes celebrating a birthday on Friday. And retired local banker Bob Gehrig with a birthday on Friday. Happy birthday, Bob. Hope it's a great day for you. Those are your birthdays and your anniversaries. Quick break. We'll come back with our entertainment segment, movies and...
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Back on the Parkland podcast on this Saturday morning, 9:30. Time for some movies and some music. Mark Tody, do you have a song of the week to talk about?
Yes, absolutely. I was listening to it this morning. It's from the group Bad Company, and it's a song called Bad Company. I always like it.
From the album Bad Company.
Yes, it's a great tune. But what's funny is for like the past 30 or 40 years, I thought the one line of the song was "Six Guns Sal is his claim to fame."
Yeah, that's not it.
And you had a little guitar lick in the background that always sounded really cool. No, it was Six Gun Sound was the lyric. And I had no idea.
That too.
I had no idea. So I stood corrected because I Googled it this morning because I wanted to see if the lead guitar player's name actually was Sal. And they said, no. Actually, they're saying Six Gun Sound is
Six
our claim
Gun
to fame.
Sound.
So I stand corrected. Song lyrics that you think say one thing and it's really saying something other.
All right, so that's your Bad Company by Bad Company,
Yes.
your song of the week. I heard some Nirvana this morning, so I was thinking, I haven't done a Nirvana song, and I really liked their last album they put together called In Utero, and that was the only one that had songs written by all three. Like before that, it was pretty much all Kurt Cobain writing all the music, and I'm looking. Trying to remember the name of the track. I want to say it was like the second track, but it was the only one on the album where everybody had a part in writing it. It wasn't just Kurt Cobain. But
if Dave Grohl's on your team, that's a good person to have.
Yeah. And really, he wasn't he wasn't considered the singer-songwriter. I mean, he did do backup vocals and play drums, but he was kind of the newbie to the band. In fact, they brought him on like right before they recorded the breakthrough album, Nevermind, and Smells Like Teen Spirit. But here we go. Scentless Apprentice is the name of the song. This the second track, and it's got the beat boom boom pom 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 pom, and you'll know which song I'm talking about if you've heard that. So check it out, Scentless Apprentice. It's track 2 on In Utero, the album from Nirvana. What about a movie for us to take in this week?
I'm going to go old school with a movie with Paul Newman and Robert Redford called The Sting.
Oh, that is a great movie.
It is a classic movie, and it holds up even though it's probably about 54 years old this year. I think it came out around 1972. And when they did Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, people were like, you got to do another movie together. You got to do another movie together. And they ended up doing The Sting. Now, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid is probably my more favorite movie of the two movies they did together. But The Sting is so good. You really got to think about it. It's a lot easier to understand Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. It's kind of just out there, just to enjoy. And it's a Western. But The Sting, oh my gosh. I'm not going to give away the plot or anything, but it's great acting, and it holds up pretty well over the years. If you'd like to see an old school movie that you can really like, that would be my choice.
I'm going to go with the movie Old School from 2003.
Funny movie.
Luke Wilson, Will Ferrell, Vince Vaughn.
Let's go streaking.
Let's go streaking. And then they pick Will Ferrell's character up after he's been streaking for about 20 minutes. And as soon as he gets in the car, the first thing he says is, babe, do you think KFC's still open? Look at that KFC. That's my boy, Blue. You're my boy, Blue.
Yeah,
old school.
He was the old guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then what was the song he was singing?
Dust in the Wind.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
That would have worked with your trivia this morning.
Yeah, that would have been another one. That's a classic.
2003, Old School. Check it out. Probably not something to watch in front of the kids. Next week's show, we have some very good guests lined up.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we do. I got them written down here. They're on my phone. John Steffen and Susan Dix. We're going to talk about Deloge.
DOS Days.
And then Reggie and Chelsea Albishon are coming in?
Yeah, they're going to talk about the big fundraiser competition that they started a few years ago every time North County and Farmington play each other in football.
Yeah, they started that.
Yeah, they have a big fundraiser for both schools' backpack programs. That game's going to be at North County this year, so Reggie and Chelsea are going to give us all the details about that.
And maybe we can ask Reggie about his golf game, because I think they won one of the flights.
Oh, they did? Oh,
at
wow.
the Farmington Chamber Golf Tournament this past week, so we'll find out about that. We'll find out if he was the anchor of the team or
if he brought on some ringers.
Yeah, or were you along for the ride and you brought some ringers around?
So I think it'll be a great show. Susan Dix is a hoot. You know Susan. She was at the St. Francis County Sheriff's Department for many years.
Oh, I know Susan very well. Talk to her every month.
Oh, yeah. So she'll be on. She's a great talker, and she knows. You could walk her around the city of Deloge, and she'll tell you everything that's ever been in every location. She is really sharp, and I'm looking forward to talking to her. And I think that John Steffen's done some great work. Lead Belt Chronicles is the name of his YouTube channel, so you can check out some stuff that he's done with that. And he's one of the driving forces behind this DOS Days. 100 years ago, I don't know if he was the chief of police, but he was definitely a lawman in Deloge. He was murdered in this house on Deloge Drive. You've probably driven by it a million times. It's on the same block as the post office, and they're going to have a big event there happening that day. So great guests coming up next week for the Parkland podcast. I hope you have a fantastic week, and we'll be back with you next Saturday morning. I'll be freshly back from Branson again, so I'm sure I'll have a little bit of a Branson Branson tan line, and we're hoping that you'll join us. Have a great week.
Thank you, Sarah from Big Door.
Yeah.
Great choice here today.